Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This week, what trended in River State and possibly what is still trending in River State. A lot of you didn't meet up with the news, a lot of you are confused because you're busy with work. Now, this video is a full coverage and summary of what happened this week in River State. President Tinubu this week did a press conference. He addressed the nation, and in his address, he stripped off Fubara of his position as a governor. He suspended him, suspended Fubara's vice, suspended the State House of Assembly, and again declared state of emergency in River State. And on declaring state of emergency in River State, he also appointed Mr. Abbas. Mr. Abbas is a retired Navy officer, well known at that, well known. I made a video about the history of Abbas. I mean, he has a lot of things to his name when it comes to his career as a Navy officer. So he's retired and now the sole administrator of River State in Nigeria. That happened, and a lot of Riverian, or a lot of citizens and indigenes of River State went against the government. And among the people that went against the government are these two actresses on the screen, Hilda Delkubo and this other one. I really don't know her name, but I'll leave it on the screen. In the protest against the decision of the president, look at what Hilda Delkubo has to say.
I will say it over and over and over. What's going on in River State is not similar in Obara. What's going on in River State is a comeback for the economic soul of River State. Somebody wants to grab the economic soul of River State. The soul of River State for 24 years. They kept milking us. That was how our money was flying all over our heads. It is here today. It is there tomorrow. It is funding all kinds of foolishness.
Aside from the voice of all these actresses being heard, the people of River State are also against the state of emergency, because according to them, there was peace in their state, and whatever it is that transpired is not yet what declaring state of emergency, because according to this constitution 305, on the ground that our President Ahmed Bola Tinubu this constitution section that he stood on to declare state of emergency said when our country or any part thereof is at war. I mean, River State is not yet at war, even though there is up and down, but it's not what the state of emergency. So the people are totally against the state of emergency, and lawyers all over Nigeria have come out to condemn the fact that he suspended River State governor. According to the lawyers, or according to all the lawyers, the truthful and justful lawyers, they said our president doesn't have the constitutional right to suspend Fubara. The constitution gives him the right to give state of emergency, declare state of emergency, but to suspend a sitting governor being elected by the people, that he doesn't have the right. Now, the constitution also requires the National Assembly to support or be against of the state of emergency being declared by the president. Therefore, the National Assembly, which constitutes the House of Representatives and the Senate, they now have to do voting in order to know if the state of emergency declaration will go on or it will to a stop. What happened? The Constitution also determined, or the Constitution also said that the National Assembly, in regarding that, whether the state of emergency will be carried on or be stopped, that 2/3 of each house is required. Now, the National Assembly, the Senate and the House of Representatives, they did a vote, but they did not do a vote on the way that is being stipulated in the Constitution. They did a yes or no kind of voting, which the Constitution is not in support. The Constitution expects them to do a written down voting, and even before then, they should do a head count and know how many people that are in chambers that day. It will enable them to achieve the 2/3 majority that is being required. The 2/3 requirement that is required to stabilize the state of emergency that is being declared in River State by our president. And now, it's not just our president that has gone against the law to suspend a sitting governor. Also, the National Assembly has gone against the law to do voice voting. Where are we heading to in this country? Exactly where are we going to in this country? Guys, there is this thing that I just figured out the other day. It has been in existence, but because me and you, we the Nigerian youth, we don't care much about politics and politicians. That's why we don't know about it. Is where you can be able to call your house of representative, you call your representative from your local government. If you're from Enugu State, if you're from Anambra State, if you're from Kaduna, if you're from Kano, your representative in the House of Representatives, your representative in the House of Senate, their numbers are there, their digits are there, their email are there. You can be able to call them. I saw this on Aisha Yusuf page on Twitter and LBS posted it. So they posted it there and asked us the citizen, call up your representative and ask them what is going on, what are they doing when it comes to this voice vote. Tell them to stand for justice. I think I'll make a different video about that, or I'll leave it on this video. Different numbers of different house, the senators in Nigeria, different states, and the representative. I'll put it in this video or in another video so that you can call up your representative. Call up the person you sent to the Senate, call up the person you sent to the House of Representatives, call them up and ask them how far now. Stand up for justice. How far now? You know? So I'm happy that I found that senator in my own local government. I tried doing it yesterday, but I got busy. But trust me, I'm going to research it more and get down to it and get, even if I not call, email, because most people we are saying that they called and they hang the call on them. Some say they called and they said they're going to call them back and they never called back. Some say they called and the number is not reachable. So I'll still do what is my right. That is my right. So I'll leave the link to that site where you can get your House of Representative and Senator representing your local government there and call them. Let's hold them accountable. Now let's take a look at this actress and what she has to say about Rivers State too.
We are at peace. Let our children, let our families be at peace. Let people go to work at peace. All these happy people driving about, this is not right. This is not right. This is not right. Our governor is peaceful. We love him. Leave us in peace.
Now somebody was saying let's start following all the celebrities because they are not saying anything, they are not talking anything in this chaos that is happening. Listen, let me tell you, most of our celebrities that we know, they are under the payrolls of this senator. Allegedly. They are under, because I don't see why you cannot, especially the girls, especially our girls. Some guys are speaking up, like the likes of what is it called? Fowls, macaroni, you know. But our girls, I've never seen all these our celebrity girls coming out outrightly to judge whatever any senator or House of Rep has done. So this girl is trying to say we should massively unfollow them if they are not going to contribute. But I feel like with or without them, we can also do it as citizens of Nigeria. But the thing is that when celebrities come out in mass to join us, it will be more heavy, like they will know that we're very serious. But trust me, without them we can still do it. So let's do our own part by getting the numbers of your House of Rep and Senate and call them up. Thank you guys for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and see you guys in my next one. Bye.